Hey, what's going on, everyone? I know it's in the middle of a Monday, so most of y'all are at work, but I just made it inside the South Carolina state line out of Georgia. So thank God I'm getting home with daylight to spare to see my wife and kids, and I'm not gonna be home in the middle of the night or anything like that. I left Thibodeau. One of these days I'll get that name right. I left there around midnight, Central Standard Time, and took my time, took a lot of breaks, and it was brutal. I'm exhausted. Had to stop at a what was it? It was a car wash. Had to stop at a car wash for about an hour just to get a cat nap inside the Mississippi-Alabama line. So it was a nice chase. It was a good chase. I didn't get quite where I wanted to be. It's hard to maneuver in the swamp down there. So it's not like you can adjust right before the eye wall hits. It's not like you can move back and forth. You can't maneuver. You couldn't do it. I also would have risked getting back a lot later than I wanted to. With all the chases I do, I don't like to linger. I know a lot of people like to try to get the storm damage after the sun comes up or the next day, but I try to get back home to my wife and kids as fast as possible. And if at all possible, try to make it a one-day event. So that's what ended up happening, but it was lucky that it fell on the weekend. So I'm mainly doing this video to sound off. The chase is obviously over. For you just tuning in, I just made it inside the Georgia-South Carolina line, so I got about an hour and then I'm home, see my wife and kids. I'm definitely ready to see my girls, but I just want to say thank y'all. That was my first huge chase, and live streaming was very successful, and it was mainly due in part because somehow in the middle of the swamp down there was actually really good cell phone service, and I don't know how. I don't know how there was good cell phone service, because there's been a lot of other areas that I've chased and tried to live stream with a cell phone service, which is awful. But luckily I had good cell phone service and I was able to get y'all some decent live streaming. But I'm lucky and I'm blessed. Thank y'all for all the prayers. To be almost home. Got an hour left. I'm in Augusta. So I just want to say thank y'all for all the support. I had a lot of growth leading up to this storm. I also want to send out prayers. Just pray for everybody in Louisiana being affected. A lot of people's lives are ultimately changed forever in some kind of negative way. I haven't heard about any deaths yet. No fatalities. If that ends up being true, then that's a blessing for sure. I said in the beginning, we have to take what little bit of good that we have out of this. So this is it. This is until the next chase. I can't promise you I'm going to be able to chase every event. I have a full-time job, and okay. So I guess there's been 2 deaths, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. It's hard to check social media going down the road, so that sucks. So definitely thoughts and prayers go out to them affected. But thank y'all for following along, and appreciate the support. And without y'all, I couldn't do it. So thank y'all for sure. So I'm about to get back on the road, about to be back home, and hopefully the next storm doesn't affect such a hard area to chase, a hard area to evacuate, and a hard area to remove. Basically, a more surge-prone area. Hopefully it does not hit Louisiana for a while. They have been hit by about 3 or 4 different hurricanes in the last year. So until the next one, guys, I'll keep y'all updated on the videos going forward. We have a lot to talk about. It's an active weather week as far as the remnants of Ida could produce some tornadoes in the mid-Atlantic. And then there's a cold front coming, so that might be a blessing. Cold front for week 1 of college football is possible. We're going to talk about that also. And the tropics remain active, but I don't see any threats anytime soon. So that's all I got, guys. Like I said, I know I say it a million times. One big thing I've always wanted to be big on when doing YouTube and doing this with you guys is showing how much I appreciate y'all. So thank y'all. And I am too, Carly. I hope it doesn't fade away on the models. I'm going to be pretty upset. But thank y'all. I'm about to get back on the road, get home to my girls, and y'all have a great rest of y'all's Monday.